to escalate for many who are still looking for work. New research from Rutgers School of Public Health finds that there can be some disturbing side effects related to the stress that comes from unemployment. Men, for example, are more likely to suffer from infertility. Psychologist Dr. Elizabeth Lombardo is back with us again today. Dr. Lombardo, always good to see you.
Always good to be here.
So let's talk about this, the stress that oftentimes accompanies unemployment. How are you supposed to deal with that, and what are some signs that maybe you do have a problem?
Yeah, so it's stress, and a lot of times that stress actually goes into depression. So this is really serious stuff that we're talking about. A lot of people identify who they are by their job. Take away their job, you take away their identity, and that can be very stressful in and of itself, in addition to the financial stress we're talking about with unemployment.
Yeah, no question. So what are some ways to deal with that? What are healthy ways to kind of get through that?
Yeah, and a lot of people think, oh, well, I have to get a job and then everything will be fine. But what happens is when we're stressed, we get paralyzed almost. We can't take the steps that we need to get the job. So take the steps to reduce your stress. What are some of those? One, exercise. Exercise is a great way to reduce your stress and help you get more motivated and positive energy. You don't have to join a gym. You can go outside, go walking, do push-ups right here, whatever you want to get that body moving.
Right. And then the stress that, it's not just stress on the individual who loses the job, the stress also trickles down to everyone in the family, right?
So much so, yeah. There's an 18% increased rate of divorce after a man has been unemployed. That is huge. It puts a huge strain on your marriage, and then that trickles down to the children. Right,
absolutely. And you know, you talk about trying to regain some sense of confidence, and sort of self-image suffers a lot.
Sure.
I mean, that's tough to deal with. Are there any other ways to try to buff it up like that?
Sure. So volunteering is a great way to do that.
Okay.
When you give yourself, you know, you give of yourself to help other people, it boosts your confidence. It helps you feel like you have a sense of contribution, because as human beings, we all want to feel significant and important some way in our life, and that really helps. And then, of course, you're helping out other people when you volunteer.
Right. Well, let's say you're in that situation, you've lost your job, you know you're stressed out. How do you know you've actually sort of veered into the depression side of the scale? Because for most folks, I'm sure they don't actually know that they are depressed, right?
Exactly, exactly. And it's kind of one step at a time in terms of where they started to where they are now. So signs of depression are feeling sad more than not feeling sad, especially over a 2-week period or more. Having difficulty getting out of bed, insomnia, so you can't sleep, or hypersomnia where you sleep all the time. Changes in your appetite. You either eat a lot more or you eat a lot less. And then again, that lethargy, not having the energy to take the steps that you need to get out there and find your next job. And
when that happens, you got to go seek help, right?
Yes, getting some help would be great. You know, a lot of people say, well, I'm unemployed, I can't afford that. So we also find things like exercise, gratitude, meditation are also ways to help change your mood.
Right. Got it. Dr. Lombardo, always good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. We're going to take a break right now. We've got stuff to talk about coming up. Joni is